Okay, how about now? Maybe not. No, it's not you. Can you hear me now? Well, the sound is a bit delayed, but it's all good. Yay. Sound is coming in now? Perfect. Okay. This is so exciting. Yay. Welcome, welcome. Okay. Nice to meet you. Feel free to ask me any questions that you might have. I'm just gonna get started. So I would say this is a tutorial, but it's not really a tutorial. This is just basically what I do when I practice my drawing. You know, it's just a practice. It's just that I'm sharing it with you all. Okay? All right. So I have a reference picture here. So let me see if I can get it. There we go. There's our picture. So, and that's just a start, okay? Let me get this open. Okay. Also, don't mind all the brushes that I have. I barely use any of them. I just use 10% of all of these brushes. So, don't mind me. I think I will go with this one. Okay. So I'm just gonna get started here. So what I like to do is when drawing human beings, I've been practicing all year last year. If you saw my videos, the key thing that I've been really paying attention to is drawing from this. Oops, can I draw over this? I guess not. Oh, it's underneath it. Oh, okay, I see. Okay, so I like to draw from this area here. Yeah, from the stomach, the torso. That's where I go for the most part. So it's just this one curve like this, and then end it off like that. So, and that's basically representing like the torso area here. That's how I like to get started. I don't do the face, you know, and then move down to the neck and then try to draw everything. I draw this part first. Okay. And I always end up starting big. I don't know why. And this line here continues, you know, kind of like the line of action. But I don't really pay attention to the line of action for the most part. And I just, you know, just draw it from the torso. Okay. And I adjust as I go along. Don't get too thin, too peculiar with the details just yet. Maybe I should make it small. Oh, I forgot about that other line. I have to figure out how to draw on top of this area, but we'll see. Oh, and if you're wondering, I am drawing on a pen display, my Huion canvas 22 plus. I should do that smaller. I always have problems drawing the shoulders for some reason. Yes. See, the key is with shoulders is that you have to see it as a cube. So maybe I should just draw how I'm seeing it right now. So her body is twisted, right? So in a way, it's this cube, this underlying cube that you see. Right? And just continue that. So a lot of people, they have different ways of drawing the upper body and stuff like that. Some people use rounded shapes and stuff like that. So the key is for me is that I practice drawing a lot of people, especially with the use of arms. And how should I put this without sounding, you know, like I don't know what I'm doing? I guess it's just measuring and being able to see the shape of the chest area, right? So immediately, like how her rib cage is, that's the only reason why I know why her body's twisted, right? So I know that you've most likely seen, I should do this in another layer. You've most likely seen stuff like this, you know, when you draw the whole body looking like so, right? You've most likely seen that. And then for the arm, it's just people, I noticed that a lot of people guess. And half the reason why people do that is because the arm, the way how it's built and how it rests on the torso, it changes depending on the angle of where we're looking, right? So basically, I don't draw my arms like a cube shape like this, because it's a bit technical, right? Our bodies are organic, right? So in a way, shapes do help, but in a way, you have to also think that the body is an organic being, right? And we are able to be very flexible in lots of areas, especially when we have joints. So um, the way how I learn how to draw arms is just by guessing, and I'm being honest, very, very honest, guessing where um, the joints meet the torso of the body and getting it right for the thousandth time, you know? Um, you just have to be able to know and have a library in your head, right? And just being able to see what looks off about it helps. And just doing it over and over and over again. Man, I should be more prepared in answering these questions. So, right here, this is another limb. So, this is just how I basically go about it. So, I usually tend to draw the muscles when focusing on arms. Focus on the muscles, right? So, there's one limb here, and then for the other, it goes like a elongated triangle, like that, right? So as you can see, it kind of goes, it comes from the elbow to the wrist, it gets slimmer. So that's what you do. You start from the area where you think is best, and then you go for it. Oh, her hair blocks off the hand, thank goodness. Hands is another thing that gets people into a lot of problems, especially beginner artists tend to panic. So maybe her neck is a bit thicker. I'm not really going for a stylistic look. I'm just drawing what I see, right? Maybe her chin goes a little bit more forward. Oh, you're very welcome. I really hope that you do get it, because that was a very poor explanation on my part. But it's the truth, though, right? Like, there's no, people learn differently, and this is just how I studied my method on how I draw people. I focus on muscles for the look of the arms, and everything else is like a box shape, but emphasizing on the torso here. This shape here, especially for these types of positions, I go for that. And then, if it's straight, it still counts, right? If the person is, and these are just for, realistic type of looks. If you're going for more stylized thing, then could go straight, or depending on how your character looks, right? So yeah, I think that's coming along good, I guess. The other arm, again, I'm looking carefully at my reference, and I'm just gonna go for it. And if anything goes wrong, or if anything looks wrong, I adjust, just like what I did for the legs. And that's really how it goes for most artists. Like, I'm not trying to sugarcoat anything or be like, this is the only way how to do it. No. There's multiple ways how to get something done, and this is just how I learned it. Okay, so I'm gonna try to erase the box just to give it a clear. Actually, maybe I should draw it on a different layer, and then maybe that could work. And then change the color, maybe. I could go blue and change it to dark blue, just to be different, you know. Oh yeah, no problem. Take care. I hope Enio-san, I hope I pronounced that correctly. Forgive me if I did not. But thank you so much for joining me. Yes, come back anytime. Take care.